how are you all doing on this? I can't believe it's not a Wednesday night. I have just watched what might be one of the better AGDQ streams of recent times. Like at least of the ones I've watched, it was of Blade 2, which is like a Xbox PlayStation 2 era tie-in game, which had about maybe 12-18 months in development before it was forced out. And so the runner was doing the usual glitchy things that you expect from the game, but they also had a one of the developers co-commentating as well. And so as a result, you're just hearing all of these war stories from the developer's time with that game. And oh boy, it is honestly worth the watch when they upload the VOD to the GDQ YouTube page, because but yeah, I'll just share one of the stories. For instance, oh, we can't go through there anymore. Door is blocked by a massive flesh. There's no way through. Oh, but I was missing all the what's called the commercial corridor stuff that was going on there. But yeah, they shared one story of like how they could even though they were making a video game based on the movie Blade 2 starring Wesley Snipes, they did not actually have the rights to use Wesley Snipes' likeness in the game itself. So the artist had to go back and forth with the movie studio to try to have someone that looks like Blade but doesn't look like Wesley Snipes. The only issue is that the only form of Blade that exists is in the movies themselves. And so imagine being in the middle of that particular predicament. Either way, yeah, like the that particular thing is very much worth the watch. Just like this stream is worth the watch, assuming I can make my way to the area that will end up using this storage key. Where are you? We almost had it. If there's one major criticism that I have of this game, it is the inconsistent application of doors and points of egress. Like, I get it. It's very much of that era. But, come on. Like, I'm already putting up with a lot of... I'm already getting a healthy dose of the late 90s with the limited inventory space. What do we have here? We can pick up some 8mm ammo. We can pick up developer fluid. That's how game is made. That's how video games are made. You just use developer fluid. People's Army, 5th Venetian Infantry Division, Unit 12. All these names, including our one, including what's called the name of our not Shibboleth, Gestalt, Alina Sale. I believe it's Alina who is our lady, right? Right? For is defective, it can't be used. And so now I have developer fluid. I cannot remember what the thing is we need to apply, what the developer fluid will be used for. We are in here. Oh yeah, so we need to fully explore this area. Oh boy. And I say fully explore, preferably without dying. Matrix code scanner. Oh, we really are what's called diving into the plums of the late 90s and early 2000s. Talking about Blade, talking about the Matrix. Are they still waiting outside? Oh good, they are dumb and they decided to go over there. Like, it is like, let's go over all the very edgy movies of the early 2000s, of the late 90s and early 2000s. Let's call it the trench coat era. Let's call it the black leather latex era, shall we? We're talking about Blade. We're talking about Underworld. We're talking about The Matrix. I remember watching the Underworld in cinemas when that came out, and I want to say 2000, and it's either 2001 or 2002. Like, that movie was kind of like, was centrally aimed at a what's called early high schooler like myself, and yet I still had that like, and yet I couldn't help but just revel in the absurdity of the movie, like to the point where in the final moments of the movie, like they do the thing where someone gets sliced, but they don't fall apart for like 10-15 seconds, so they don't. My friend and I were laughing our asses off at that particular moment in the movie. And then they went on to make like 4 more Underworld movies, I think. So there's money to be made in that kind of schlock for sure. Where are we? Where do we need to go exactly now? And so, okay, so we've got the developer fluid. We just need to find some sort of ID printer. Let's sort of begin by trying to find locations that we haven't plumbed. We have the butterfly. Okay, so we need to do something with the butterflies in this butterfly room. We've got the tarot table, which is our ultimate location. There's something in the atrium here involving some sort of, yeah, there was something in the atrium involving some sort of like I believe it's a circular bracelet, which may or may not be relevant. In the meantime, let's try to go to the other side of this floor. If not in the computer store, then the fire escape. Oh, there's a photo store right here. Let's go. No, actually, no, we just came from the photo store. That's where we got the developer fluid. Adoy. I was gonna say, I have killed everyone in this room, haven't I? I did, but they've come back in poke form. Ain't got time for that. Can't go through that door, so I guess we have to go through up this one. Up through here, and here is where I wanted to go. And now we are in the alley. Seems like we are going to... what the heck is that? The red eye. There exists here, and so forth. Now's not the time to read through that. Oh boy. This is a bad time for all involved. No, it did not work out at all like I wanted it to. So we've got no more access to the back room, to these rooms. I guess we gotta start solving puzzles now. Unless there's something in the cooler, but I don't think so. Actually, I've got a whole string of, what health? I'm fine with yellow. I'm fine with yellow health for the time being. Let's just save this. That is confirmed. Well, at least we've got that map progress. I think we're gonna have to start solving some puzzles. Like, we're gonna have to figure out what the heck is going on with them butterflies up there. So definitely not the cooler, definitely not the photo storage. Yeah, we're gonna have to start making our way up, I suppose. Unfortunately, I just happened to walk straight into peril there. So what, like I said, the thing I was actually going to do right here was take out my repair spray, put in my auto injector because I have a metric ton of the things, which will get me straight back to blue health. I don't know why I wasn't using the auto injector this entire time. They're relying on this pithy little sprays like a chump. We were on level 1 for the butterflies, weren't we? So we are in this dank part. Actually, is there more down here? Not particularly. The map is kind of an illusion there. Let's check a look at this. Get past that bad boss. Creep into here if we can. So we've definitely got some puzzles to solve in this here room. We've got this safe. We have a clue attached. Fire resistance technology. TARSE. LSARSE. What potential clues do we have to be able to solve this thing here? Does it have something to do with the butterflies here? Is there something about the butterflies that corresponds to the thing, to what we need to use in the safe? That might be the case. Although I'm not sure if we received anything that would indicate technology. Despite that, we've made little efforts to really understand or replicate bioresonant efforts. Gestalt replica bane, how it's pre-existing. No, that doesn't seem to be the solution. Reunification, that's not anything there. That's just news. That's more news that ever news there. Not exactly what we are looking for. There exists a strange folklorish idea in many sectors of Rotford related to pareidolia, the tendency to see pareidolia, the tendency to see meaningful images in random patterns, like seeing a face in an ink blot or letters in a smudge of dirt. It is well known that the so-called red eye is simply an anti-cyclonic storm produced by a high-pressure region in the atmosphere of Rotford's planet. Yet for some of the early settlers of Rotford, this natural phenomenon became symbolic of their struggle and way of life. The red spot in the sky became a perfect metaphor for the ever-present surveillance by the protectors and the tight grip of the central government on Heimat. Even today, the idea of an unblinking, watchful eye observing their every move still resonates strongly with the people here. I have no idea what they could be talking about. During the celebration of Mondfest and the end of each season, adult citizens will sometimes give students ration marks that have been dipped in red paint. Officially, the red paint is said to represent the blood of those who have died in the revolution. But the red coins share a strange, eerie resemblance to that red eye. Or is this just pareidolia too? Should you ever receive one of these red eye ration marks, remember to clean off the paint with acetone or a similar paint thinner. Spending or re-gifting paint-covered coins is considered to bring bad luck. Is that what? Yep, pareidolia. So, I guess, wait. Am I supposed to try to find letters? That's an E, that's an O, that's an N, and let's brute force the rest of the way through here. E, O, N, and what was the first one? What can we perceive this first one to be here? What letter does that's like a U, E, O, N? No, it has to be in the wing. L, Leon. It's just Leon? It's Leon, isn't it? Like, I was jokingly just gonna, just have... Nope, it's not Leon. But I'm pretty sure it's something E-O-N. Sion, Rion, Aeon, Aeon. Ugh. There's a lot of lava poop in there. I'm guessing it was Aeon. Although I don't see the... Oh, okay, I was looking up here is the thing. And so I completely missed the A. That was the A-E-O-N. That puts us at 5 out of 6 on the tarot thing, I want to say. So let's make that... Whilst we're here, we might as well at least start clearing out that room, because there is no other like the most efficient way to get to the meat room is via the first floor, so whatever. There's no use killing all those enemies in that there hallway, because there's going to be another over there hallway that I'm going to have to use to do my thing. Where do we need to go from here? We need to go to the service room, was it? Yeah, I believe it was the service room on the right-hand side, on the very left-hand side of this hallway. Provided I can dodge all these enemies. Artfully so. Uh-oh. Did not see that enemy there. In your face, weird elephants enemy thing. I certainly showed you what for. Which brings us back here. And let's start collecting all these tarot cards, shall we? Well, I don't know why we have to go through the extra room every time to do so. Let's take back our thermite. Let's put back the rifle ammo. Got moon. We have grenade shell. We have flare shell. You know, those famous tarot cards. Lovers, death, tower, and developer. We're still gonna have to find the ultimate use for the developer fluid. Until then, let's at least start clearing out some of these tarot cards so we know where to go. It was like we know what the dealio is with them. And then we'll start bashing our head at the walls to get to try to find the final card to find the ultimate use of that developer fluid. So what was the dream diary? Before that, let's see what card we've got. Tower, star, and moon. Tower, star, and moon. Venetia, family, sunless day. When I saw ice large creature move in moon. So moon belongs to Rotfort. Let's at least solve that. So moon. Yeah, that was right? Moon, Rotfort. And the moon's dark core. So Venetia never reached the ocean below. I kept falling when suddenly lightning struck the building. So Venetia, I'm guessing, is tower? So Venetia, lightning struck in the building, and what was the illusion? The star was, the illustration is of a lady pouring water underneath the stars. Was consumed by a shapeless mass of flesh, my flesh joining with the flesh of many others until only my bones remained. My mind joined the collective of flesh with persistence upon death. So lovers, death, Venetia, that, Rotfort. I saw a burning eye in the sky above the clouds of Buyan. I was walking through the floating imperial planets when the gaze of the sun like iris burned my body to ashes. So I'm guessing Buyan, like by process of elimination, Buyan might be star? And I believe the other two that we have are lovers and death, if memory serves me right. Hasn't been like this stream has very much proven that memory does not often serve me right. Lovers and death. I'll bring the developer fluid with me because it saves me from having to go back into the find another inventory room. And so then if we go back into the tarot room, that'll get us to 5 out of 6. We'll need to find something to get us to 6 out of 6. So let's recap. So Kites was the lovers, and Ling was death. Kites was lovers, and Ling was death. And so we had to find the remaining one, which was what? Normal? Can we use developer fluid? Nope. Develops and fixes photographs in seconds. Simply soak the undeveloped photo in the fluid. Have we found an undeveloped photo somewhere? Dark apart. Would it be possibly in the dark apartments? If we're gonna go to the dark apartment, we better carry ourselves a flashlight to be sure. I said the whole point of this exercise was to try to avoid going to the safe room, but we keep on going back to the safe room, the save room, the room where I am safe and can save. Where are you? Flashlight. Otherwise, rifle. How many rifle ammos do I have? I have much more rifle ammos than I do shotgun ammos. So let's. But we can still only carry 8. That's not ideal. But I don't think we're gonna need to be using that. Hopefully we don't need to use that much rifle ammo. Let's do a recap of where exactly we need to go. So this area is whole locked off. The pipe works and disinfectant room doesn't go anywhere. We go down. I think we've basically explored everything. This is the solution. The scanner. It's this area up here, which seems there's the floor above, which seems to be a lot more ambiguous, unless there is something here. That I've been missing out on this entire time. Anything in the post box by any chance? That's about the submachine gun. There are rumors they're Imperial Spy, seasonal review, bookstore keys. That's the keypad thing. Relocation? No. So I don't believe there is anything else to be done in that room. And up here, there is little more to be done, especially since the that shortcut is being groupified. Yeah. Let's equip our flashlight and see if there is anything worth collecting in here. Simple leaves. There. Developing tank. That's something, right? Combine. Photograph. Hooray! And I don't have to deal with this nasty room anymore. Instead, we need to be very quiet around there. Head down, I believe, was the thing. Let's save first. Always be saving. That's the motto of this. That seems to be the motto of this session in Signalis. A, always B, B, C, saving. To which... yeah, what's down, right? Let's go here. Yeah, yeah, it was absolutely down was the direction I needed to go. Although I wonder, give me 2 seconds whilst I try to find my phone. So I did the thing where I used my watch to ping for my phone. My phone was right in front of me. I am so smart. So the thing I was going to do was to take a look at this in the inventory and see what the code is, if the code does anything in the real life. Let's see if we can get a good angle here where there isn't too much glare. I suppose that's as good as we're gonna get. Does this QR code do anything in the real life? Let's find out. Nope. It doesn't want to read. Maybe in this simple world, it's like maybe my phone. Maybe it's just to maybe there is an actual use of it. It is an actual functioning QR code, just not for my phone. Use photograph, which gives us the sun. Leaving. I've been found out. I'm sure the white-haired girl working in the photo store in Sector C is bio-resident. Be careful. They don't pay me enough to take any more risks. I'm on the next ship to Kitez tomorrow. Meet me in the dock in Sector N if you want to bail too. From Sun. Oh, that didn't... you popped up outside there pretty quickly, didn't you? Not that I need to worry too hard about that. Huh. Ugh. So this was the thing the light well above has been consumed by the massive meat, releasing some debris that was caught in the nets above. Pick up the dial ring. That was the thing I was wondering about in the atrium above. Also, that letter gave a very literal clue to what the 6th one should be, I think. Maybe, possibly. Although it also said Kitez, didn't it? Not Leave Town or whatever it was. So let's remind ourselves. So that's Sun. So that says Kitez. That also says Kitez. Let's just default that there. Anything? Apparently not. Maybe the dream diary says something else. I saw a large creature in the dark below me. So Buyan should be sun. Ugh. I'm gonna have to do all this all over again. Just because I decided to pick up the circlet. The dial tone, whatever it is. But at this point, it does mean that I have a band. I do no longer need the flashlight, so I can easily free up 2 item slots here. I put the nope. I want to keep the auto rifle, the rifle ammo with me. It's the flashlight that I wanted to put away. I can get a 10 off of off of how often I've seen that red save screen pop up that fades to red. Also, I'm surprised I haven't got a I haven't got a strain in my fingers from pressing and holding the RT button so hard. It's kind of like a racing game in that sense. Racing towards the next peril, racing towards my lover. Come on, door. So what did we say? Buyan had the sun. So Rotfort had moon, was it? Like, so let's keep that where it is at the moment. Anything? No? So we're pretty sure the others are correct, right? So Kitez is definitely lovers. Leng is definitely death. Venetia lightning struck the building. And so Venetia, that's definitely a lightning striking building there. Rotfort saw a large creature in the darkness below me in the moon's dark core. So Rotfort has to be moon. Maybe it's a matter of moving death up here. And moving star down there. Oh. That's what I was meant to be doing this entire time. I did not realize that was an interactable. Let's restore everything to what we had before. Now what? Nothing? So we're... I'm not sure what the next step is from here. Is there anything else in the... They don't pay me enough to take any more risks. I'm not on the next ship to Kitez. Meet me at the docking sector inn if you want to bail too. Fire resonance. Is there anything here? I don't believe so. Dream Diary, medical database. That's nothing exciting there. Song of the Gods. There exists a connection with every while some are born that can only hear and play this music of the world who can conduct it. Many believe the Grand Empress is such a being. Her immense will bent humanity into the Empire of Yusan. What do we have here? This girl, without a doubt, is remarkably odd. Her obsession with painting, music, and other such nonsense was clearly implanted. That's just character flavor text. Anna, Ala, Lilith, Wong. Nothing there. We've already used up the red eye puzzle. Is there something with this hexagon thing that's going on there? Or is that just an indication, or is that just flavor, basically? Sector C is bioresonance. Be careful, they don't pay me to take any more risks. Eaters, Bouillon, reunification at any costs. Nothing there, it seems. That's just more news articles. Together. The victory over the Empire. Nothing there. No, that's just, and that's from the previous act. I'm in a bit of a pickle here, I am. So that was the star. Is there a proper sequence that this needs to be put in? I'm sure there is. Am I goofing up somewhere with this? And what is this reference to Heimal that I keep on seeing? Was there a reference to Heimal in the flavor text here? Nope, just Bouillon and Kites in there. Nothing in the bioresonance things here. I'm a dum-dum here. Chat, can you help me out here? Am I missing something? Heimat is what that says. Bouillon, Kites, Ling, Rockfort. So I'm not erring in the placement of this here, am I? I don't believe so. Let me just do some strategic cropping over here. There's 1, there's 2. I'm just playing around with the photo editor here. Hopefully you should be able to see this as I move to the desktop mode, like so. And so I dreamt I was an Imperial. So on the 6th night, I dreamt I was an Imperial. Maybe there's something to do with the night numbers, which I may be overlooking. 6th night, I dreamt I was an Imperial farmer. I embraced my lover in the red deserts of Kites when a storm consumed the sand, grinding us down to nothing. 13th night, I was a worker in the mines of Leng when I was consumed by a shapeless mass of flesh, my flesh joining with the dead flesh of many others until my bones remained. My mind joined the collective of flesh, which persists beyond death. So that makes me think Ling equals death, right? As the storm, 16th night, as the storm raged in the sky, I fell from a ruined skyscraper on Veneta, but I never reached the ocean below. I kept falling when suddenly lightning struck the building and I woke up. So that has to be tower there, right? 18th night. I was floating in the sunless sea below the ice of rot fronts when I saw a large creature move in the darkness below me in the moon's dark core, which means that has to be moon, which accounts for Kites, Ling, Veneta, and which accounts for Kites, Ling, Veneta, and rot fronts. But what about those two there? What about Heimal and Buyan? Buyan is the next night. I saw a burning eye in the sky above the clouds of Buyan. I was walking through the floating Imperial Palace when the gaze of the sun, like Iris, burned my body to ashes. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that should all be correct there. And by default, the 6th one, we haven't received anything about Heimal. Maybe Heimal's a red herring and that needs to be taken out? Yet we don't seem to be getting anything else here. Chat, are you able to help me would provide any insight into are you able to be a second pair of eyes here? Because I am not sure what the remaining one would be. Unless there's a mention of a star that I'm missing out on altogether until bones remain. Ruined skyscraper, never reached the ocean below. Floating on the sunless sea, a rod front saw a large creature in the moon. Burning eye in the sky, walking sun in Buyan. But nary a mention of the stars. And there is no mention of the stars here at all. Connection between all of us that have sung. Do I need to be playing my radio this entire time? Like, if there is another tarot card I need to find, I don't think so, because I've gotten all 6 over there. I'll change back to gameplay mode. Is there a song on the radio that I need to play? Am I supposed to be transmitting bells? As I'm in that room? Because I had to be transmitting Magpie before when I was doing the Magpie puzzle. No, there doesn't seem to be anything there. What did that book say again about the Song of the Gods? Song we can all dance and feel. The deep vibration of the cosmos cannot be heard. We resonate in the harmonies, shaping it, deforming it around us. Those select few who can consciously perceive it often fear it. Too oppressive is the sound of the stars. Song of the Stars, too invasive the noise of the unaware around them, polluting the song with their fickle emotions. But every once in a while, some are born that can not only hear and play this music of the world, but who can conduct gifted individuals capable of manipulating the essence of the world around them. Many believe the Grand Empress is such a being. Her immense will bent humanity into the empire of Yusan and lifted us to the stars. Stars. It is her power that imbued life in the first and the machine servants that now carry the weight on the empire. Like, there's something I need to do with that tarot card is the thing. Like, I'm kind of just unsure of what these symbols mean, what the phases of the moon means in here. Is there just something... Is there something on... Is there a map room that I've missed this entire time? According to this, I've done the butterfly, I've done the magpie. I've done that. I have... The computer is still a going concern. It must be something with the computer that I'm missing. Because otherwise, I seem to have explored and done everything I need to in the remaining section, in the remaining rooms. It's just the computer which remains a blank. And so if we hack Medibank again, that is just the medical details here. Did not react well to antibiotics. Very active in sporting activities. Regularly treated for small lesions. Doctor's notes removed. Unknown cause for bronchial infection. Antidepressant ration was doubled. Nikolai Wen claims to be unable to take part in the communal morning exercises. Repeated contracted chemical irritants during work. Doctor's notes removed. Insomnia, premature, acrom, I'm not going to pronounce medical words. There was nothing. We took a look at the post box only for there to be not that much. That's 125. If we go back to 210, that could be something. Let's go back here. 43, send. That's something. I'm not sure if it's the thing we're looking for. Nope. They were listening to the polytone before, if memory serves me right. Let's try that again with Magpie. It's weird that I was able to unlock the Magpie box, like last stream, without having the Magpie solution. That's not a magpie at all. No, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. I might give it a little bit of wandering around, otherwise I might just have to tap out and look up a walkthrough or something like that. What other rooms can I... I suppose we can go to the atrium and try to see what is up there. What is up there now? Now that the flesh monster has taken everything. Now, at this point, I'm more than happy to be back to to be backseated through this section. Unless I am very obviously missing something, unless there is some clue related to the moon phases or something that I've just completely blanked on. Where are you? The flashlight? There's what other room? Oh yeah, we might as well take a look at the thing that I just opened up, that I just received, the dial tone or whatever it is. Maybe that may provide some illumination towards what we need to do. Maybe I was too quick in dismissing it before. A large metal ring with cutouts on the front and back. It sort of looks like it can fit into some sort of clock mechanism. Maybe I've been overthinking the tarot card puzzle, and I need to find a use for this moon, for this dial tone or whatever it is. So in order to do that, I guess we gotta go back to this floor. It'd help if I equipped the flashlight. Nothing there, we can't do anything there. That door is defective. Nothing else in here that looks like it would use such a thing. Now we can't go in the atrium anymore because it is now blocked off by the flesh. There isn't any collectibles there. This is not going well for me at all. I'm just gonna cheese that and return to menu. I'm gonna miss out on and lose absolutely nothing in the process either. Yep. So what did we pick up? We picked up the flashlight. We need to pick up the dial ring. Apparently I need to find a room with a mural. Let's cast our mind back to where this mural room could be. Could it be in this ruined apartment that's been sitting next to us this entire time? Seemingly not. Definitely not. We can't go to this room anymore because it's consumed by flesh. Guess we just gotta start walking around. Ah, here we go. There's something. Got a little peepee hole here is what we have. Okay, I see what is up now. And that was what the dial ring was used for. So I guess we gotta go back. Yeah, I guess indeed. We do have to go back to the room here and note the phases of the moon. Yeah, I did not think that that mural would be relevant. I thought that was basically just flavor text. So let's take a photo of this And let's assume that this is all good here. And I realized that, what's it called, like, if I had only just taken the photo with the moon phases, it would be moot, considering I can't see the location names, but luckily I still have the screenshot with the location names on them. So I should be good. Thank you for backseating there, by the way, Apollo. So Bouillon is on the top right, and it needs to be full like that. Haybart needs to be like that. No, I'm what's got or am I reading it wrong? Haybart. Let's try that again. So let's take Rot Fort, which needs to be completely blocked out. Like so. And so Ling needs to be basically all but locked out. Blocked out, rather. Like so. Eaters needs to be partially blocked out. Like, wait, doesn't need to be partially blocked out? Or does it need to be more like that? No, it needs to be only partially blocked out, so it needs to be more like that. Heimdall needs to be mostly exposed, so just a crack like that. Ugh. Do we want to go down the creepy organic wall hole that just opened? Guess we gotta. We're back here. We're back with this book. The last seal has been broken. It's time to go home. Pick up the king in yellow. And I've lost all of our items. Only to be shot back into a save room. Guess we gotta... I'm guessing this is final boss territory here. So let's go buck wild. I'm assuming this feels like it has big final boss energy. Equip you. Equip you. This is the end. Leave forever? I guess we can't go back. No use. But that's just the, that's not the flash, but that's the auto injector there. Bulky's memory. We were dancing to that song they started the broadcast with. We fell asleep watching that movie we have seen before so many times. If only I could take us back to that time when we were happy. These memories are mine now. I'm guessing we're taking up Valky. Why did you return? There's nothing for you here. She'll never dance with us again. No matter what we do. She doesn't even want us anymore. Calling off boss to get her own title card. Both of us. We are incomplete. Let us become whole again. Yes, I'll fill you. I'll make you whole again. Give you bullet holes more like it. Booyakasha! Oh boy. Uh-oh. Like something. Oh, okay. So that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to take one of those and spear her with it. Oh, well, that nope. Nope. I keep on getting stabbed massively there. And I keep on needing to reload as well. Thank goodness for the auto injectors. Do I even have any ammo left? Nope. Guess I'm using this ammo. Okay, so let's cannot carry any more spear. Guessing that's something. I'm guessing we're doing something. Certainly haven't been efficient with our use of ammo or guns or anything, that's for sure. That's 10mm ammo, which ain't gonna be much use to us. Gonna throw. Oh boy, what happened there? Oh boy, she's attacking us with time. Okay. You've been stabbed 3 times. Rule of 3, so you should be dead now, right? Nope. Can we pick that up? Do we even have any... Oh good, we've got 23... Oh, what's going on here? We've been black and whited. At least we've still got a bunch of auto injectors that we can use. Uh-oh. Need to avoid the things. Not carry any more spear. Do we even have any? That's a 5 spear boss. Got repair patches, but that's not going to help us. We've got 8mm ammo, which I believe will. And the worst part is I think she's sitting on a bunch of ammo too. Nope. Let's just focus our efforts on... Focus on tight conservative play here. And just try to slowly find the right, windows here without being completely done up. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. Maybe get another shot in there? 3 shots even. So we don't have that much. We have 10 bullets left. Is that her down? Nope. We should have... Oh, good. Come on, spear. Think we're doing something, or did we? Nope, we died. Ooh, earns. And that's an actual death. That's not one of those what's called fake game deaths either. To the point where So that's been good. That's been good. We can only have room for 2 fires. High recall, strong knockback. I think we're doing pretty good, is the thing. It's just that we were going pretty inefficient with the spears to begin with. Oh, we got a bonus letter. Adler's notes. All efforts to contain this illness have been in vain. All the Gestalt workers have succumbed to it, leaving only dark shadows on walls and floors where they died. And soon, all of us replica will have lost our senses and turned to writhing masses of flesh. I now believe it was not an infectious disease, nor some sort of poison or radiation. It was a slow corruption of reality itself. As I've relived the same cycle and over, each time details change, things are twisted, added, removed. How long until it all turns to nothing but noise? Oh, even more notes. A bad dream, a crashed ship, a strange gate, a hole in the ground. An island beyond reach, memories from other lives, dreams of suffering and loneliness. A promise, a search for someone lost. Hey, that's us! I saw her in the red emptiness waiting for me. We had made a promise. As the memories of a stranger rushed into my mind, I felt the borders of myself blur. No one can tell. Now I can no longer tell where Folky ends and Elster begins. Oh, wait, so we were Folky the entire time? Stop. You must turn back. There is nothing for you here. You've tried so many times and you've failed every time. Please, I've only failed once, thank you very much. Don't you know that you're ruining everything? This is your final warning. Adler. Well, Adler, you pushed me down an elevator shaft before. I'm not so inclined to trust you now, am I? One, two, three, four, five. Does that mean we have to offer 6 times? 1 for each spear? So let's let her drop the first. Okay. Quick. Let's pick that up. There's 1 spear down. I guess we might as well equip that. Avoid the bombs, like so. Pick up some ammo, pick up the spear. Take that. I'll take my spear back. Whoa. As this suddenly becomes a bullet hell game. Wouldn't have expected. Speaking of 90s gaming mechanics there. Did that make it through? Looks like it. Ugh, have to reload. Boo wounds. Which leaves me with 4 ammo, so not doing too badly there. 6 shots rather. Let's avoid the bullet hell. Do I still have a spear in my inventory? Yes, I do. I can't carry. Oh, good. She's down. Took 1 hit there, but not too fussed by 1 mere hit there. Nope, that ain't gonna do it. Luckily, I've got a whole bunch of revival juice or auto revive juices, so I should be good for the time being. As long as I can avoid all of that. Worst time to need to reload. I say fully aware that I can just reload from the menu. That's my 5 out of 6, I want to say? 4 out of 6 or 5 out of 6, one of them. Wait, was my auto injector not installed, or had I just used them all? Boo. At least we're making some good progress here. At least should be 3rd time lucky, right? And this time I need to remember to equip everything. Yeah, the auto injector was not equipped that time. Let's reload you. That's already fully reloaded. Can we carry any more of this ammo? Where are you? Pistol, revolver, shotgun, rifle, overcapacity, and we don't have any more room for compact ammo. Let's save this state, so we don't have to remember to do it every time. Otherwise, we're doing pretty well there with the rifle ammo. These are just notes there about the insanity of Folky and Elster. And how the what's called the how the sort of the and how the shim and the mental state of Folky seems to have seems to have cascaded through to everyone else. Let's save our rifle ammo for. Actually, no, we might as well use it up now. Uh-oh. Do I still have a spear? I don't believe I have a spear, so I might want to calm my farm for a little bit. And use the reload there. Unfortunately, I shot the wrong. No, I got the right enemy there. That was intentional so that I could effectively get a free thingo there. Right, nope, those are false spears. Have 5, reload, that'll get us up to 3, so I can claim that ammo there for free. Got some real spears here. That should be enough, right? Yep. And so I will take that. Get my free reload on. Nope, that's not the ammo I was looking for, but whatever. Though the corruption is not necessarily from my health, which is okay at best. Just from the distance. I do have 2 ammos, right? And then one more up here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Reload. Need to get me one more spear. There you go. Avoid them if I can. Avoid this bullet hell and the sudden butt ton of obstacles in the way. Luckily, I still have all 3 auto injectors. Reload. This should be it, right? There we go. Some real Evangelion nonsense there. Well, thank you for protecting my sensitive Christian eyes from that violent scene. So we have hit the very end of... we are reaching the very end of Signalis by the looks of things. How will this go? Now we are one. I've been waiting for this for a long time. This space is left intentionally blank. Seeing the same scenes replay and replay once again. You've returned. Are you really willing to go through this once more? You've seen what happens. This world cannot take much more. This may be our last chance. If you go back, it'll all fall apart. I can't let that happen. You selfish monster. Hello, Cloney, and I think that was the actual boss fight there. No, the actual boss fight is in our own head. So, do we accept instrumentality or do we reject it? Do we become all as one, or do we accept the separate human shells and all the highs and lows that come with it? Or do we play through New Game Plus and go through the whole cycle a third time? Because yeah, we've done this at the very least it's the second time we've done this. At least in this here. Oh, we managed to make it in as well. Penrose briefing, phase 2. Start of decrypted transmission. By our calculations, 1500 cycles of this mission will have passed when you receive this message. Congratulations, comrade! By now you should have become fully acclimatized to your life on board to your new life on board your ship. As you approach the Alt Cloud, your search for new worlds will begin. Utilizing the long-range sensors, you'll scout for valuable resources, habitable world, or signs of alien life. Remember to rely on your replica to assist you in maintaining your vessel. We all wish you great success in your mission. Don't forget about that other message where we were told not to eat our replica. Do we need to go up or do we need to go down? Can we do both or neither? We can do one. We have to go up. We have to get up to get down. Cycle 225. When I signed up for this mission, I just wanted to get away from everything. I was sick of rot fronts, of school, of the photo store, sick of the fake smiles and the whispering behind people's backs. When I saw the photo of that soldier, I wondered who she was. Was she happy? Was her family proud of her? Did her comrades love her? Since we looked alike, could I have been like her? But in the end, I just wanted to leave. Nothing I had done or made ever meant anything to anyone, so why bother? Here, I'm finally here. Oh, there's a third part. Now, I get to be by myself and do what I want. I can finally be happy. I mean, are we though? Need to go down. Oh, we can't go down. Lock is defective. Oh, we need to go that way. Penrose briefing, phase 3. Congratulations, comrade, you've survived 3,000 cycles, reaching the final phase of the Penrose program. With the end of the operational lifetime of your replica unit approaching, it is time to prepare for the final phase of your mission. If you have not found a suitable world for landing by this point, accept that you will not. Find solace in the thought that others might be successful where you failed. As you're probably well aware, your ship's spare parts and rations will soon be depleted. Life support systems and reactor shielding will soon begin to fail, and radiation may begin to leak from the cooling system. We recommend that you do not attempt to prolong your suffering by reusing old filters or rationing supplies. Instead, make peace with your fate. We suggest that you ask your replica, while it is still functional, to spare you a slow and agonizing death, or that you take permanent rest in the cryogenic pod. Remember, you will die having served your nation by partaking in a glorious demonstration of our power. And then we've got remnants of our past life there with between ourselves and our gestalt, some paintings there, which apparently she loved. Cycle 648. Talked some more to the Elster unit. She's different from the other replicas I knew back home. Nothing like my teachers or the block wart protector. I know she didn't have a choice, but it feels like she's also here because she didn't fit in. It's like we've run away from the world together. At first, I didn't like having someone around, and I was glad that she's quiet and didn't approach me, but lately, I've missed having someone that I can talk to. It's been so long since I've last seen another person. I'd never thought I'd miss it. Except her. Everything is the same in here. Always. Nothing ever changes. Cycle 1294. Had a strange dream. I was listening to the radio with my mother. Like back then, the numbers were on, and mother was taking notes with a book on her lap. Oh, glad to see the lottery still exists. It was that book that I saw in the shop window of the bookstore where the twins lived, the one with the yellow hooded figure on the cover. When I went there to buy it, it was gone, and Erica said the protectors had confiscated it. Or was it Issa? Can't remember. Cycle 1840. Everything is always the same. I feel like I'm trapped inside this ship. I know every bolt on every panel in every room. I've seen everything. I've done everything. There is everything there is to do in here. I can't concentrate on anything. It's like there's this fog inside my head, and whenever I try to do anything, I just can't focus. I want to go outside. I want to breathe fresh air. I want to feel wind on my face and in my hair. Cycle 2503. I think I've lost more hair. I'm sitting here, getting older. Every time I wake up, I feel older, weaker, sicker. I get out of breath so easily lately, and my back hurts when I sit down. How much longer will this go on? It just feels like I'm slowly dying. By the way, 2,503 cycles is just under 7 years that she has been on this ship at this point. Cycle 5009. I'm tired of it all. Every time I go to sleep, I wonder if I'll wake up again. Scared that it'll be the last time I said goodnight to her. Did I say it right? Will she be okay? What if one of us just won't wake up tomorrow? I don't want to die. I don't want to live anymore either. Everything is just so exhausting. I just want to lie down and disappear. Just want to sleep. Please, let me sleep. Please, make it stop. Please. And by the time you hit 5,000 cycles, that would have been what? Let's assume 5,700. Let's assume the full 6,000 cycles. They would have been on this ship for 16.43 years. 16.43 years of monotony. That is cruelty is what it is. It's time. This is all that's left. Let's go home. Remember our promise. Come back for you. It's me, Elster. Elster? Sorry, but I don't remember. It's okay. Perhaps this is hell. Please, just let me stay by your side a little longer. She in a pool of her own blood? And that is Signalis, folks. At least we managed to keep our promise, I believe. I thought there would be a little bit more agency in the ending. Or maybe I just went so steadfast into trying to reunite with her that I railroaded myself into that particular ending. But that ending seems fitting. Like, my character, like Elster, seems to have gone through time and space, like gone through so many struggles. It maybe even gone through time itself to reunite with her loved one. And sure, she may be a shell of her former self, but she's still there, and we managed to have that one last fleeting moment with her. We can make of that moment whatever we can, or get at least some small comfort in it. But otherwise, that's a pretty. Otherwise, yeah, I think this game pretty good. I like. Again, I have zero frame of reference for this sort of game. I never played Resident Evil or Silent Hill back then, so I'm only sort of familiar with the tropes that this game alludes to of the of the limited inventory, of the janky combat, of the very esoteric puzzles that involve jamming objects and twisting objects of arcane and things like that. And so just based off my just very loose abstract understanding of that, this game does seem to hit exactly the marks that it wants to hit. Like it did, even like the small touches of like having faces be fully rendered in the animated cutscenes, only for it to cut to a 3D gameplay, to the in-game 3D engine, and just have the faces be just this PS1 style blob. That there is commitment to the Bitman. So I suppose, like, as a love letter to that era of gaming, this game seems to have hit the nail on the head, especially like with the praise that I hear from from people who do very much romanticize this era of gaming. And as for the story itself, well, maybe I'm gonna have to let the story just mellow in me a little bit. Man, I'll need to look up the alternate endings. I'll need to yeah, just let it sit in me for a little bit, because yeah, because of the nature of streaming this game, didn't have a chance to really absorb the story. I was just regurgitating and reacting to what was happening in front of me. So I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time absorbing the story, but it is touching. What is ultimately on the surface a story about love in a time of zombies, I suppose. Love can truly bloom even on a futuristic space colonizing dystopia, I suppose. Oh yeah, definitely the game has a lot to say about colonialism. Turns out colonialism might not be all cracked up to be, even for the people, especially for the people who are sitting out there for 16 straight years with nary a companion. And so yeah, those of you in chat, yeah, what were your impressions? Having seen of what you've seen of this game, does it strike your fancy? Is it as much? Is it a fitting love letter to the games of that era, of the survival horror games of the late 90s and early aughts? Is this the Silent Hill follow-up that you want to be, ignoring the fact that there is indeed a Silent Hill follow-up that's supposed to be coming from Konami themselves? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this for my own reference, and that's an achievement ping right there. So total gameplay 9.5 hours. Total active playtime, I wonder what the difference is between active game. I'm guessing that I spent around 54 minutes in menus, is what that's supposed to say. I've saved 72 times, I loaded 13 times, died a mere 5 times, had an average of 7 minutes between saves. That's some rookie numbers there. That number should be a lot lower. Damage taken 1524, total healing 1228, death cheated 0 times. I wonder what that could mean. I wonder how one would get that number up to 1. Enemies killed 55, shots fired 147. I feel like that's also, I wonder if I'm sort of lower on the bell curve there, because I definitely spent a lot of time just trying to run away from enemies, and the ending that I unlocked was memory. You know, whilst we're here, let's just look up the rest of the ending, shall we? What does continue send us to? It sends us to end home. So I'm gonna take a quick. Actually, let's go. Let's leave you with that screen there as I look up Signalis endings on this here search browser. Go to signalis.fandom.com. There are 5 endings. Well, 4 endings and an ending 0. Ending 0 being, and it doesn't even provide any. The player should attempt to continue the game after reaching it. Oh, that's just. Let's. Gonna have to do it like that. I'm guessing we're going to the Neo Seeker's guide for the ending of the game. So there are 4 endings in this game. Leave, Memory, Promise, and Artifact. Artifact is a secret ending where I have to do a whole bunch of claptrap in order to achieve. The ending I got was Memory. Complete game quickly. Ignore all NPCs. Get through all flashback sessions quickly. Avoid fights with enemies. Do not get hit and do not heal often. Ariane does not recognize Elster, and Elster lays down Ariane beside Ariane as the two die together. Leave. Do not kill enemies you don't have to kill. Heal immediately after getting hit, constantly having a heal on you. Heal frequently. Spend a long time in the flashback sequences. Talk to all NPCs as many times as you can. Try to open doors that you can't open, in which Elster doesn't keep her promise and doesn't enter the ship. Promise. Kill a bunch of enemies, get hit by enemies a lot, do not heal immediately, die a lot, take a long time getting through the game, ignore all NPCs, get through all flashbacks quickly. Promise. Ariane begs Elster to keep her promise. Elster chokes and kills Ariane, then waits to die herself. Huh. And here I was being the dumb thinking that the promise was to reunite, merely reunite, not to help Elster, not to end Ariane's agony. Which I suppose, maybe I didn't get the good ending in that regard. But it always feels, when you get, like, in these sort of games, it always feels like you get the true ending, doesn't it? And I suppose in my sense, like, it does feel canonical. Like, it definitely does feel good. Although, like, on the surface, it feels good. Now that I think about it, there are definitely signs, even in the briefings of, or like, if you make it to 3,000, 6,000 cycles or whatever, the mission has failed. Do not try to prolong your agony. Maybe that is the actual that must be the actual promise that that Ariane makes makes Elster do. So maybe I'm a dum-dum. Let's see what this artifact ending is. Once all keys in possession, wait until you solve the moon. Be sure to carry all 3 keys in your inventory on the way to the moon cycle. Solve the moon cycle puzzle, then you'll be forced to move through the hole. Once you're in the first person view room, turn to your right, nearly turning all the way around. Then look down at the safe. Use all 3 keys on the safe to unlock the padlocks. Enter the code. Press the enter button, then interact with the knob on the left side of the safe. Pick up the flower and inside the safe. The secret ending will play afterwards. I'll look that up outside this stream. So yeah, that was Signalis. Hope you all enjoyed the time on this here stream. Like, I've hit the just realized I've hit the 2-hour point. Haven't even spammed you with ads or break a single once. Though now might be a good time just to call it a stream. Not sure what I'll be playing next. I'm not sure when next I will be streaming. But overall, yeah, like, I'm glad that I played through Signalis. I'm glad I now have this snapshot of what 90s survival horror is like, and the narrative. Like I said, I'm gonna have to let it fester in me a little bit more, but it is digging at me even as I say this out loud. So I'm not sure what I'll stream next. Maybe I'll continue catching up on my catching up on games of 2022. Maybe I'll play something old. Maybe I'll play something new. Who quite knows? I certainly don't. Anyways, like I said, thank you very much for watching. My name is Don, otherwise I am also known as Bear. If you like what you've been watching, do consider giving this channel a follow. If you love what you have been watching, maybe consider giving this channel a subscription. Either way, whether you're a subscriber, a follower, or or a bearer of promises, your presence has been very much and will continue to be very much appreciated. Like I said, I normally stream on Wednesdays and Sundays, but I am out of action on tomorrow. And Sunday is a big old question mark at the moment because I am out of town. So we'll see how we go on that particular. We'll see how we go on the for this coming weekend. So either way, if you want to know though, if you want to be in the know of when I stream will be next, there's a follow button there, and turn on notifications so you'll get that message of when I am live. Otherwise, you can follow me on Twitter to find out when I am next live. The handle that I use over there is the exact same handle that I use over here, which is of course _bear.